What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And of course, today also I'm gonna speak in English for around 15 minutes. It's a deliberate effort by myself for my spoken English. I speak on a daily basis. I try to speak on a daily basis so that my habit of speaking this language continues, so that my hold on the language continues to be okay enough, at least decent enough. At least I try to. The five habits that keep you bad at English forever. And again, I had no idea I'll be speaking about this particular topic, the five habits, and I had no preparation or anything. And this title just showed up. Of course, I've listed down these titles in one of my Google Sheets. So I already know that I have a title ready for each and every single video. But even yesterday, also I had no idea that this would be my next title. The five habits I know. I definitely know some of the bad habits that keep our English bad or poor for a very long time. But specifically five. What are those specific five habits that if I have to tell you, that would that if you get rid of, you can become a good English speaker or a better English speaker? What would be those five habits? Okay, let me try with the habits that I already know. First one is focusing too much on grammar. Focusing too much on grammar, I think I should say focusing on grammar. First bad habit, write it down. Have a notepad and a paper, or wherever you want to make your notes, even in your phone, your laptop, pen, paper, pencil, paper, whatever you have, just make a note of it. Out of these five habits, first habit is, and I might give you one or two more or less habits also, if I feel so, if while going with the video, because I just don't want to be limited with this number five. I just want to let you know whatever suits you, whatever is important. So first one is focusing on grammar. Nobody became a fluent English speaker or even an English speaker by focusing on grammar alone. If you focus on grammar, let me tell you, grammar is not at all required to speak English. You can start speaking English even without knowing any grammar at all, right? So, most of the fluent English speakers across the globe, they know nothing about grammar, but still they speak the language. And there are so many people who know a lot of grammar, but still they don't speak. They can't speak because they have never tried to speak, right? So first very important thing is that there are people, most of the people who are fluent speakers, they don't have any idea about grammar. So if that would have been the case, uh, had this grammar knowing thing been the case, nobody would have spoken English language, right? Because they won't be having any idea of grammar. So how would they speak? But they still speak because grammar is not at all required. Grammar just enhances your existing speaking skills, your existing language skills, and it just makes you understand that language better in the form of a subject. Otherwise, there is no need of grammar. It's a myth, and I want you guys to come out of this myth that English grammar is required to speak English. No, it is not. Second bad habit I would say is vocabulary. Many people feel that if they have got a very good vocabulary, then only they can become an English speaker, which is not the reality. I know a lot of people, who have got a very good vocabulary, way better vocabulary than mine, but still they can't speak even for a minute at a single stretch. They just can't speak the language properly, right? And there are so many people, who possess very small vocabulary, who know very less number of words, but still they speak fantastic English. So let me tell you the reality. Around 800 to 1000 words of English are required in order to become conversational in English language. So if you know 800 to 1000 words, you can start speaking this language, and you can become a part of conversations, right? You can start speaking this language, and you can put your point across. You can make others understand, right? So you just need 800,000 words, and most of the people already possess at least 1000 to 1500 words. And if I talk about Indian context, Most of the people studying in school, and who have studied till, let's say, 7th or 8th class, they already have around 1000 words in their head, which is very much required, or which is kind of prerequisite, if you put it technically, which is a kind of prerequisite in order to start speaking English, conversational English. But still, none of them speak. Forget about those 7th or 8th standard students. Even people who graduate in non English speaking countries, even they can't speak English, just because they have not tried speaking this language. They already possess at least 1500 or maybe even 2000 words in their vocabulary bank, but still they can't speak the language because they haven't practiced speaking the language. So vocabulary is not something. Don't feel like if you have got great vocabulary then only you can speak this language. No, that's far from reality. Third thing would be, uh, bad habit is, you know is them thinking uh, that uh, my English is zero. I can't speak English at all because my English is zero. So see, nobody's English is zero. We already know, as I said, we already have at least 800 to 1000 words, 1500 words already in our head. Whoever has got some basic level of education also, and who has not even passed his school or her school, they already possess a lot of words in their head. So if you already have a lot of words in your head, and if you already understand some English but you can't respond uh, to that in English, it simply means your English is not zero. You already have a lot of English. It's just that this pessimistic approach, pessimistic thinking is what's stopping you. That, oh, my English is zero, I can't stop. You just have to change this habit. You just have to realize that, no, I understand English. See, if your English was zero, you couldn't even understand English, but you understand English in many scenarios, but it's just that you can't respond, right? So your English is not zero. So just get rid out of this pessimistic approach that, oh, my English is zero. No, your English is not zero. Yeah, you already know a lot. You already know a lot. It's just that you are not in practice of speaking this language because you have maybe not even tried speaking this language for some good amount of time. That is the main problem. Okay, so I'm done with three only. Fourth one is uh, habit of thinking, if and only if I would have somebody to speak English with, then only I can practice my spoken English. Then only I can speak English. But that's not the reality. Even if you don't have anybody to speak with, you can still practice. So get rid of this thought as well, that if somebody would be there, then only I can speak, then only I can practice speaking. No, let me give you my example. I almost had nobody to speak English with. Nobody. In all these years there was nobody to speak English with me. But still now I can speak because the only person whom I have spoken this language with the most is me, myself. I speak this language with myself. I speak this language on camera. I speak this language in front of mirror, right? And I speak whatever I can. I speak whatever I know. I speak whatever I have an interest in or I want to speak about, right? But I just make sure that I am speaking. My practice is there because I know, the more I'll speak, the better I'll get at this language and the more confident I'll feel. Because if I won't speak at all, nothing is going to work. And yes, it requires practice because we don't, at least I don't come from an English speaking country. And I'm sure that whoever is watching this video is also not from an English speaking country where first language is English. Had this been the case, you won't be watching this video, right? But we are not from an English speaking country, because English speaking countries, the people living there, they already have got the environment. So they have to speak this language only. And it's not a big deal or a difficult thing for them. So they eventually become very good speakers of that particular language. Just like my first language is Hindi, and I don't feel any discomfort while speaking Hindi. But English is something that we have to deliberately speak. That's why I'm recording this video deliberately. It's a deliberate effort to speak every single day. even if i I was not uploading videos related to the English speaking, still I was speaking with myself. Still I was speaking whenever I got chances on customer care, with myself, and whenever I'm thinking or I'm brainstorming and I'm working on my ideas. So I was thinking and I was speaking in English with myself only. So I have kind of created this environment of English so that I always stay in touch with this language, so that I always speak this language, because speaking is what we all are here for. We want to become a very good speaker of this language, and a very good comprehender of this language, so that we understand this language well as well. Right, so just get this thing out of your head, that if there would be someone, then only I can speak English with. Oh, I don't have anybody whom I can practice with. Oh, but somebody must be there, then only I can start speaking. Oh, nobody understands me. Oh, my friends laugh at me. Oh, but my family members don't give a damn. Why would they speak in English with me? Oh, but nobody in my neighborhood speaks in English with me. Nobody in my relatives, or any damn thing. My friends are not supporting me. And see, if your friends are not supporting you, it's completely okay. They might not be having a goal of speaking English, I understand it. But if they laugh at you, if they continuously pick out mistakes only, and they continuously demoralize you, I think you should give a second thought about your friends. Right, you should think whether you have got genuine friends or not, because a genuine friend would always encourage you. That person won't laugh at your goals. He or she won't laugh at your practice. Right, they will always support you. They will always give you constructive criticism. Those are friends. Otherwise, whoever is just continuously laughing at you, and they are just trying to making you feel inferior to them, or they're just making you feel like you are just doing some useless thing or stuff. Those are not your friends. Right, so just speak with yourself. Speak with yourself. Speak. English, 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 English. This is something that is a kind of habit that I'm following since last few days. I just want to be surrounded with this language, right? I just love this language. I just want to be absolutely fantastic at this language. All rounder. I just want to become an all rounder of this language. Right? Absolutely comfortable guy with the language, right? So we are done with four habits. The fourth one is what? I don't have anybody. You won't be having anybody, right? Just keep this thing in your mind. So just speak with yourself. See, the only thing that matters is how many times you speak, and for how long, and how consistently you speak on a daily basis. Because this repetition thing and this consistency thing only will increase your confidence. And once your confidence will increase, then only you'll be able to speak in English in various scenarios and various events or wherever or whenever it is required. So confidence only can make you speak whenever you have to speak or you want to speak, and confidence will come only with repetitions. So the more number of repetitions of speaking practice you will give, the more confident you will become with time. I'm done with four habits. What should be the fifth habit? Let me think. I might take a minute or two, maybe. I'll try to take lesser, but what is the fifth habit? I think I was thinking about it a couple of days ago as well, that you have to lie to yourself. Currently, how we think is, oh, my first language is Hindi, oh, my first language is Punjabi, Odia, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Punjabi, Urdu, or whatever. I think like, oh, nahi, but English is something, I feel very hard. You just have to lie to yourself. You can say, oh, but I understand English only. Whenever I'm reading something, and let's say, no, it's not English right there in front of you, you can lie to yourself. I know it's a lie only, but it's a good lie. You can say like, oh, but I can read English only. I don't understand any other language, so the only language I understand is English only, so I have to read English only, then only I can understand. Oh, but I can speak English only. I don't understand any other language. I can't speak any other language. I know you can. Your mother tongue is the language that you are extremely comfortable with, but you have to lie to yourself, but English is the only language that I understand. If somebody is speaking with you, and I know, it's not that practical, but at least you can lie to yourself. You can think it that way. If somebody is speaking some other language, you can, if you are a bit friendly with that person, you can say like, oh man, what the hell are you saying, huh? I don't understand English only. Can you please speak in English, man? I don't understand Hindi, or whatever the language is. You can say it like this, right? You can lie to yourself. Right, whenever you are reading, oh, but I understand English only, so I just can read English only. I can't read Hindi or any other language, whichever language is your first language. Whenever you are writing, Oh, I can write in English only. That is the only language that I understand. So, I'm quite limited with my language stuff. So I just understand English only. So I can write in English. Please forgive me. I don't understand Hindi. I can't write Hindi. I can't write Punjabi. I can't write Tamil, Telugu, Odia, Malayalam, whatever. You can say this to yourself whenever you are listening. Again, I've already covered this thing. Oh, but I understand English only, huh? Lie to yourself. Think like you are already an English speaker. You are already from a native English speaking country. What's the harm in it? So, all these habits collectively will make you a very good, a very better English speaker. And one more thing is, I think it's a bonus tip. Another habit that you must inculcate in yourself is make your environment of English. Right. So I've already covered. I think it is pretty much similar to the fifth point only. The previous point, where I'm asking you to lie to yourself. Just you know the books that you read must be in English only. Create an environment of English around you, right? Whatever you are reading, writing, listening, and speaking, it's all there in English only. I know still there are limitations whenever you're going outside, when you are talking to your family, or anybody outside, whom you can speak in Hindi only, or in your first language only. Then of course it's a limitation, but otherwise if you're interacting with anybody, just speak in English. Try to speak in English only. Some might laugh, sometimes you may feel, oh, this or that. There are so many things, but the main point is that you just have to surround yourself with as much English as possible. And most importantly is, the most important thing is to listen to English as much as you can and speak English as much as you can. These two things are most important: listening and speaking. And I'm already close to 17 minutes in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now I am done with this video and I'll wrap it up. If you guys want to have one-on-one speaking practice session with me, please check out the description. I've shared the links there, and same links are shared in the pin comment also. And if you guys want to say anything, you can leave that down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.